Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben, your go-to podcast for all things green and growing. I'm Ben, your allotment guide, and here to help you cultivate your garden and your passion for plants. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, this podcast is for you. Each episode will dig into tips, tricks and techniques to make your garden and allotment thrive. From planting, sowing and growing, we will share all the tips and advice. We will also have regular episodes talking about what we have been up to on the allotment. So sit back, grab a brew and enjoy today's episode. Hey everyone and welcome back to Gardening with Ben. Well, it's been about a couple of weeks since our last episode and I do apologise. I know I said I was going to do them every single day, but we have had a special reason why we've not been doing podcasts every day. The reason is I've moved flat, and I've got a new place where I'm living now. And so I got to see it on a Tuesday, and I started to move straight away the next day. So it's been all systems go in getting moved out of my old place into a nice new, brand new place, which is absolutely beautiful, so peaceful, so quiet, and yeah, no sirens in the background when you're listening to your podcasts now. I can't believe how quiet it actually is. It's absolutely bliss where I'm living now. So hopefully the podcasts will sound a lot better for you from wherever you're listening. So yeah, we've all settled in, and it's strange being in a nice brand new property because obviously I didn't want to bring all my old stuff with me. I've been out and bought all brand new stuff and it looks absolutely fantastic. And thank you to those that have commented on my posts or sent me messages wishing me well in moving into my new property. I absolutely love it. So hopefully here's the podcast back again, and hopefully no more breaks unless we move house again, but I don't think I will be for a few years now. But yeah, thank you for all the support that you have given me. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, it's actually the 1st of December, not November, 1st of December today. So we're going to talk about everything that we got up to in November, and then tomorrow's episode we'll start talking about all the things you can grow and obviously all the jobs which need doing in December. So if you're not following me, do give me a follow and make sure you stay up to date for them episodes dropping shortly. So what did we get up to in November? Well, we absolutely blitzed my allotment. I did so much work down at the allotment during November. To say I'm only getting 2 days a week down at the plot now that I'm back working full time, I've absolutely done loads, and I'm so impressed with myself because of how much I've actually got done. I've managed to clear all my allotment. All my beds are completely empty. I've cleared out all the bindweed, what we're growing, and dug over all my beds. We have planted all our spring bulbs. They're all nicely planted and some are starting to grow and pop through, which is absolutely fantastic. We harvested all my Christmas potatoes. Yes, it's not Christmas yet, but they were ready. The plants had died off, so there were no more growing in them. So we harvested all of them. We dug up our geraniums and we moved them into the shed, which was a good sign because we had snow. We did have snow, so it's a good job I got them in. And obviously we've had the frost, which would have killed them, and looking at them today, they're still alive, they're still standing, which is a good sign. Fingers crossed we can keep them alive all winter. We also potted up all our salvia cuttings, which I took earlier in the year. They're all growing well, so it's a case of keeping them all watered and keeping on top of that side of things. And obviously on my allotment site, they'll be turning the water off over winter, so we've got to keep things watered in the shed. We've got a big massive bucket full, a wheelie bin full of water, so hopefully that'll last me all winter. I'm also feeding the cat on a regular basis. The cat's still visiting my shed and coming for its food, and my dad goes down on a daily basis to go and feed it. He absolutely loves going down to see the cat, so that's a good thing. What else have we been up to? We have been sorting out my fruit trees and sorting out all my blackberry canes and loganberry canes. I've been busy with them today, actually. Been sorting them out, tying them back to the fencing, chopping off any old branches and shoots what were growing on them, and the old signs of the old blackberries. I've snipped off all them and tidied them all up. What else? We've cleared round all my rhubarb. We've got rid of all the brambles on the plot, which was absolutely awful. Dealing with brambles is a horrible job, but we've done it all. We've got all that done. And yeah, it's pretty much looking very neat and tidy now. There's still a lot of work left to do. Oh, and I've been tidying up inside my shed. We did a bit a few weeks ago when it was absolutely chucking it down. And I did some today because, again, it was chucking it down when I got to the allotment. But when I left the allotment today, it was absolutely gorgeous. You wouldn't have thought it was December. It was warm, it was sunny. I felt like I was getting sun tanned, which I couldn't believe. But yeah, it was gorgeous down there. So we've done all that. So we've got a lot of jobs left to do during this month of December. We're going to be obviously digging over the beds again. I'm going to do that on a monthly basis because roots will still grow in the ground. Even if you don't see weeds on top, you might still get roots growing in the ground. So if we keep digging them over and pulling the roots out, then we'll keep on top of it. And hopefully less weeds will be growing in them beds next year. And obviously I don't want the bindweed growing back. So getting as much as that out as possible while it's winter is the perfect opportunity. We're also going to be looking at sowing some seeds this month as well, but stay tuned for what we're going to be sowing. I'll share them with you on a later date. So we've got all that done, and this month I'm thinking about it might be time to start prepping my shed, start doing all the renovational work inside it, what I'm wanting to get done this winter. So I'm going to look forward to that project side of it. But next week, we're going to be busy sorting out around my strawberry beds. We're going to get that area sorted. And once that's sorted, then I'll be happy enough to leave the rest of the plot until next year, and we can concentrate on doing everything in the shed that we want to get done for the winter period. And once the shed's done, then we can concentrate on going back outside, which might be around February time, obviously depending on the weather. But hopefully we'll be getting lots done down there. We've also invested in some bird feeders down at the allotment. We're feeding the birds on a regular basis. We've got plenty of different seeds and feeds down there for the birds. And I did see a rat scurrying around today, so at least we've got the cat to catch the rats. I nearly struggled saying that. But yeah, at least we've got the cat to catch the rats. So hopefully he will get them and stop them. But yeah, I'm happy with everything that's been going on. And I'd like I say, I do apologise for not coming on and doing the podcasts, but obviously I've had more exciting things to be doing at the moment. We're moving into the property and setting up all my setup and getting that done. We're going to be doing quite a bit of new content this month as well, and I hope that you enjoy it. I've dropped one already today, a Christmas gardening joke, and if you think it's a bit corny, they'll get a lot worse, trust me. I've recorded some for every day this week, so make sure you stay tuned for the daily Christmas joke. That'll be on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube for you to watch, and TikTok. So stay tuned for the daily joke of the day. They're all Christmas related and they're all gardening and allotment related. So I hope that you do enjoy them. If you do see them, do give them a like, give them a comment, as it does help push them out. And we're going to be doing a lot more content hopefully this month. We filmed our allotment tour video today. Obviously there's not much to show you, but you can have a look and see how things are getting on down at the allotment at the moment. And hopefully we're going to be doing some other types of content down at the plot over the winter months, just showing you what we're getting up to and different topics that we're talking about. So I hope you're enjoying all this new content, as it is taking up a lot of my time now, but I absolutely love doing it. And the more people that see it, the more people that follow, the more I'll definitely enjoy doing it. And so many people listened to my podcast last month. It was probably one of the best months for downloads out of all the times that I've been doing these podcasts. So it encourages me to do them more and more. And yeah, I hope that you're enjoying them. So I hope you come back to the next podcast. We're going to be talking about everything that you can grow in December. And I'll talk about what I'm going to be sowing in December as well. So stay tuned for that. And the episode after that, we'll talk about all the jobs which you can do in your garden and allotment in December to keep them going and keep on top of things. So until next time, everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Gardening with Ben. I hope you have found some useful tips and inspiration for your own gardening and allotment journey. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to follow and subscribe to the podcast so you never miss a new episode. And if you have a moment, I'd love for you to leave a review and share the podcast with fellow gardening enthusiasts. Your support helps us grow this community and continue bringing you great content. You can also follow us on social media on every platform called Gardening with Ben for daily gardening tips and updates. Happy gardening, and until next time, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben.